my cat. I don't have a lot on my computer. But I gotta go get my phone because I have. Wait, yes, there was a cute picture of my cat from yesterday. What happened to the red pigment? Why does it look so
the blue and yellow? Not just the red pigment. The blue and yellow have also seen some shit.
They've all have. I mean, I do agree. The Pikmin, they are literally
some things.
Here, let me pull up what they saw.
They probably see their own siblings die in front of them. Have you never heard that one Pikmin song where they're like, "We will happily die for you" and stuff like that? It's so sad.
Give me a.
I have brought my phone.
Drowned all the yellows, and they just.
Yeah, here you go. Here's what they saw. Captain, my captain.
Yep. I'm going to send a cute cat.
Hello, Andrew.
About the death of Pikmin. Look at this cat. Look how cute this cat is. Violet. She was just so cute yesterday. And then look at this chunky hog.
Andrew, you actually here?
I've not heard.
I am here. I'm just trying to find my documents.
Gotcha.
How dare you lose your documents?
I know.
Where did they go?
Let me just change Resound's name here. Problem.
The one? Nope, that's...
I don't see any change. Oh. Right, okay.
Mind me, I'm just messing with Resound.
I know I have it here somewhere. You know what?
The shaman I've been stabbing, right?
Yes.
Interested in seeing the big spiders. I hope they are cute. Please be cute.
They're not.
I'm going to cry.
You've been lied to. How do you feel?
Lie too. What else?
What?
I want a big chunk, like Lucas the spider. Have you never seen that cute little spider show thingy?
I put a gif of Lucas in one of the channels.
I put cute animals, and then you post this. Is that sausage in the series? I'm sorry, bye.
Those are, I do believe, those are sliced hot dogs. And I think I see some mustard. Mustard. Well, let me know when you guys are ready.
Oh, I'm just going to open up a new window.
I mean, what else could I be?
I think I have everything ready.
I am not ready. Mwahaha. I'm ready. I'm joking.
I thought you were. Shall we start with a recap, like usual?
Yeah.
We're gonna recap on. Someone please recap. Please don't make it always be me. I don't want to recap.
I remember I got tied to a ship mast.
Yes. Your barrel also got thrown overboard.
Because you're being a bad prisoner.
I don't know what they expected.
Just a very nice prisoner.
Previous sessions, and you said as long as you have your barrel, Resound will behave.
Oh, that was me lying.
Not follow through.
That was me lying.
Fair enough.
That was me just straight up lying.
Your Honor.
So yeah, right now I know we're the Resound and Rayos party are flying towards the Fateweaver woods.
You're already in there.
Excellent, I think.
You just teleported there.
Whereas the rest of the party has been kind of having meetings with different dignitaries and discussing the extent of the spying situation and trying to figure out a plan of recourse to try and curb Tevngardians' enthusiasm for intelligence. That's the main things that I remember.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
So, with that, we're starting with Rayos and the problem.
Oh boy.
Alright, I'm being a problem. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Why do you do this?
I was being a problem, I'm sorry.
So, it's about halfway through the second day of your trip, I'd say. And you're in the woods.
Question, while I'm tied up.
Yes.
Can I like turn around enough to bang my mask against the metal post?
No.
Damn.
There is a very dense fog above the trees, and the two piloting the ship are working to change the airship's elevation so you'll be within that fog. But there is a danger with this because visibility will be limited. So with that in mind, all of you are up on ship keeping an eye out. But, and as you fly through, you're passing by some trees that are a very desaturated green because there's a vine or a spider silk over them.
Fun.
Roll me perception.
All of us, or just...
If you really want to, sure, but just Reyes.
Total, because I'm up here anyway.
Perception. Okay, so I rolled a 17. I have a +2 to that, so 19.
Nice.
Yeah.
So...
I got an 11 just because I was rolling.
Resound, all things considered, you're not seeing much. Other than fog.
I think Resound's probably just too distracted trying to figure out how to make noise while tied up to a post.
But Reyes, you're looking out from where you are, and you see this massive thing moving in the mist. And you catch a glimpse of this long, thin leg of moving around.
Okay. I kind of flip the gem on the hilt of... Oh, good.
It's... As you're watching this thing, it's slowly approaching.
Okay. I flip the gem on the hilt of my rifle, just so it kind of gets a small flame-like flicker, just kind of pulsing, so there's a little bit of light around.
Oh my god, I see the spider legs and it's terrifying. Sorry.
And I'm just kind of using the scope to kind of keep watch on it, and as it's approaching, I will eventually make my way over to our cleric and point that out to him. And then once they've been alerted and kind of have position, I'll head back to the back of the ship and alert the Zerth. And just give them the heads up that we're approaching dangerous territory. And we've got movement beneath us.
Oh, not beneath. It's pretty much adjacent to you.
Well, then that's what I will convey to them.
But it's getting... As you do this, the shaman will join you at the other side of the ship while Captain will continue to fly. And you watch, presumably get a very awful close-up through the scope as what you recognize as a Fateweaver spider emerges. Roll me nature or
fun.
religion.
Okay. Oh boy, those are both not good. Okay, let's see what I got. That's an 11.
For which one?
Nature. Rayos isn't the mystic of his family.
Pretty much all you know is they exist.
Good to know. There's a big spider.
Can Resound see this thing from where he is, or no?
Not really.
Okay.
But, anything you'd like to do as this thing gets even closer and starts walking beside you?
I'm going to take a shot at some of the legs. Just to try and trip it up.
Roll an attack.
Okay. Okay, first things first, I've got to do my Crimson Right. So I take a d4 of damage. That's always fun. I take 2 points of damage. Okay, so now I take a shot, and we're not going to do sharpshooter. We're just going to try and knock it out and just kind of hit it. Okay. So that's a base of a 10. Then I have to add in... Okay, so it's just 18 to hit.
Roll damage.
Okay. Okay, so that's 12 points of piercing damage and 3 points of fire damage.
Are you sure you should use fire in the woods? On a spider?
Against spiders, yes.
You hear an annoyed feminine... I don't want to say a scream because it's not quite a scream, but just...
Reach, girl.
Snarl? Hiss?
Let's go with hiss. Of annoyance more than anything. This is entirely unnecessary. I mean you no harm. I'm just curious.
Okay. Gonna kind of still stand at the ready, but like ease up a little bit. Listening.
Why are you flying so low? I've seen ships like these fly as high as the mountains. I thought humanoids like you liked the view.
Wanting to remain a little bit more discreet. We've got sensitive cargo that's being brought home.
Oh?
He's not going to respond to that.
Well, I suppose while you're here, anything you wish to know? May I ask why that one is tied to the mast?
Friendly spider.
Yeah. Can I... Can I do like an insight check or something to see what they're trying to get at?
Sure.
Okay. Now, my insight's not great. But...
You got this?
Ooh. That's an 18 plus 2, so it's better than I thought.
Nice.
What is it exactly you're wanting to know?
I am trying to figure out, like, what's this spider's end goal? Like, are they interrogating us with the desire to consume the crew? Or are they, like, looking for just information that can be used to, like, blackmail us in the future?
The spider.
Yes, spider blackmail. It's an issue.
She seems genuinely curious and like she's trying to make conversation before she segues into another topic.
Okay.
I get to know you. Wait, a friendly spider.
We don't mean you any harm. We're just passing through as quickly as we can.
That seems kind of dangerous, doesn't it? You never know what's ahead with this mist.
As far as I understand, living on the brink of war is always a little bit of dangerous. So, I know that every night I go to sleep, I can wake up with my throat slit, yet I still go to sleep anyway. We do what we have to do to survive.
Spider therapy.
Well, at the very least, I can get you between the mountains unscathed. But such is not usually something we do.
Well,
If you want that, I'm going to need a little something in return.
what kind of bribe are we talking?
She, leans in a bit. I see you have someone tied to that mast. You clearly don't want him. I would like him, however. Hand him over to me, and I'll gladly escort you through the mountain pass into the other country.
What says that we don't want their assistance? There's value in everyone. It's just sometimes it's not needed at the moment.
This one has caused a lot of annoyance for you, has he not? What do you think is stopping him from being the one that slits your throat in the night after he breaks through those chains?
Currently the chains. But after that, I know I have allies that have my back. This one, you read well, has been antagonistic.
I've been a mild annoyance at best.
That's what I was thinking.
It is useful to us in this moment. Is there perhaps another bargaining chip we can agree on?
Roll persuasion?
Okay. I have a +2 to persuasion, so that's... Let's just see how this goes. Oh, that's a 2. So 4 total. Almost a 20, but not quite.
I was really hoping for the small one.
What is it to you? Seems like a rather thin on meat around rather sharpened, breakable bone. Not necessarily a good meal, maybe a toothpick.
Sometimes.
Little fishy almost.
What can I say? Sometimes you just want a quick bite. But I see this is going nowhere. And she starts to back away.
Okay.
Where was
I? How big was this spider?
Let me look up the D&D sizes again. Oh wait, I have a thing right here. Huge.
Okay.
Huge or cute?
Huge.
Could be cute.
I signal to the other members of the crew to increase our cruising altitude by about 45, 50 feet.
If you do that, the mist is going to get thinner up there.
Okay. Well, we don't want to. We want to make it. We want to get through in the mist as much as possible. Then, so. Let's just try and punch it and start moving quicker instead.
Okay, you do so, and the giant spider watches this happen, and you seem to leave her behind.
That seems much easier than it could have or should have been.
Sometime later, you're all continuing to keep watch and make sure you're not about to fly into something you shouldn't have. When you suddenly hear a sound behind you, and that's immediately followed by an ear-piercing scream. And when you look back, Nuzar is gone.
Okay. Well, we're not doing this again.
And then
Rayos is gonna
the airship is
head
still
towards the
drifting
helm.
forward.
So it's not going down.
It's not going down. It's like when you just take your foot off the gas of a car and it just goes forward.
Okay.
This is what happens when you deny Fateweaver Loth what she wants.
Mm-hmm. That's what quiet
Rayos
was.
is just being incredibly quiet and kind of scanning around him, looking for some movement or anything in the mists.
You notice you're heading towards the mountain.
Like going to hit?
Yeah, like collision course.
Okay.
And Hivid's
Then-
running. At this point, Hivid is running to the stairs.
Okay. Rayos is not proficient in flying these things. So he's going to kind of stay mid-deck and just kind of keep an eye out and around, and I'm trying to see if there's anything I have that can... We're going to need to punch up. We're going to get picked off. We're going to have to deal with the thinner mists.
He will start lifting both from your command and in an attempt to avoid the rock outcropping you're about to crash into.
Yeah.
And
Everyone's having a lot of fun.
Oh, yes.
and the bottom scrapes very roughly against a rock outcropping.
Okay.
And you freeze for a moment because you know that's where your engine is located. But
Yep.
it's fine. It holds.
Okay. Okay. We're going to want to end up doing double check on that. Probably repurpose some caliber net and just make sure that the keel's okay. Okay, so right now we are ground level. And this is just Rayos' kind of internal monologue. He's just going through everything. So it is basically large enough that it could board us right now. So we need to make sure we get off of this mountain as soon as possible. We can't risk that. And I'm just going to keep an eye on the cleric, whose name is not there anymore, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep an eye on them so that if they hit it, okay, and make sure that they maintain their post, because we know that that can be compromised now. And if they don't, open fire. Basically holding action.
Okay, so let me describe the area you're flying in. It's a very narrow valley between two mountains, essentially.
Then in addition to kind of doing that, Rails will sweep around to the other sides of the mountains and the peaks and see if there's anything coming down that would try and intercept the ship.
Roll perception?
Oh boy. My favorite. +2. 7 total.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not good.
You are... Whoops. Looking over this way when you hear something crash into the ship behind you, and you look back to see a single spider leg kind of hooking over the side.
Fire.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. Because of the way this is positioned, would you like to use the cannon? Or just gun?
Oh, I was more readying my scope. So I think if I do anything this action, it's going to be from my rifle, and then future shots I might head towards the cannon.
Gotcha.
Okay, 19 plus 8.
That's going to hit.
Okay. That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage. And I am going to throw on some fun stuff. I need it to make a strength saving throw.
One moment. Does a 25 beat your DC?
Just a bit. Okay, as that bullet kind of hits out and kind of sticks into its carapace, you see a small like beam of electricity kind of arc back. It's red in nature, kind of emanating from the gem in the hilt of the stock of the rifle. And upon seeing that he made purchase, Reyes is going to kind of sling the gun quickly over his shoulder and then make his way to the cannon. And then he's going to go ahead and burn his action surge. and I'm gonna
Okay.
light it up with the cannon.
Let me see what a cannon does.
They're usually pretty good.
I would think so. This is information on ships. That might have been helpful. Fact. But one moment. Roll me a d20.
Okay. 15.
15. Just trying to determine which cannon it should be. Okay. You said 15?
Yep.
That will hit. Roll 4d10.
Okay. Here goes. 20 points of damage.
20?
Yep.
So you watch as the cannonball probably takes like a good chunk out of a shoulder. And the Fateweaver loses its grip and falls from the ship a bit and sort of manages to catch itself on the trees. You said 45 feet below?
Okay. Quick point of order. I accidentally messed up. My caliber net was an action, and I was thinking of it as a bonus action, so that would have been actually the Blood Curse of Binding, which is a slightly lower DC. So I'm just gonna mark that instead. So
Okay.
just wanted to.
I don't think much.
I had it backwards. No, it wouldn't. Just transparency. Okay. Okay. Once the cannon kind of takes a shot out of it and I see that it's fallen backwards a bit, back to the scope to see if it's still holding on it on the side of the ship, because I kind of rush up to the side and take a peek.
Okay, hang on.
Because these things have a lot of legs and they can hold on even when two of them aren't. Don't trust spiders.
Oh,
You
like
managed to knock it down pretty far. Like, you're 45 feet above the tree line, is what I believe you said? Said to
Yeah.
you earlier? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she is no longer holding on to the ship. She's caught herself on some trees. But you watch as she sort of leans back on her hind legs to get the spider abdomen in place, and I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as web sprays out and reaches the ship.
One of those things I'm actually good at.
This should be your thing.
Of course. It's the thing I'm good at that I don't roll well on. 11.
You are restrained
Fun.
by thick spider webbing that has also gotten pretty wound up in the cannon area.
Okay.
How Resound is just chilling, not even watching. It's like, not my fight.
Okay.
Let me see.
Attack rolls have advantage. My attack rolls have disadvantage. Speed is 0. No bonus to speed. That's fine. Disadvantage on dex saves. Now, just want to make sure those are attack rolls, like melee attack rolls, or just general. No, it's both. It's both. Fun. Okay.
Hibbid tries to hit at it with a guiding bolt, but misses.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw again.
Strength saving throw?
Hang on, let me see.
Well, that's a natural 20. But -1, so 19.
Yeah,
Literally. Yeah.
Okay, I meant to say strength check, but you do manage to break free. But the
Same thing. Oh, saving throw would be +1. So I the -1 is just a straight strength check. So 19. Still.
You're free from the webbing. The cannon is still pretty much rendered useless because of the webbing all over it. But you yourself are free.
Okay. I'm going to kind of head up towards the deck and kind of get down on one knee, use the scope, and I'm going to take a sharpshooter shot at it.
Roll me an attack.
Okay, 16 plus 8, so 24 minus 5. 19.
19? 19 hits.
Okay. Oh wait, that's not how you roll an attack. 17 points of piercing damage. And 1 point of fire damage. As I just kind of keep going at it. And then we just keep trying to move on as fast as possible out of there.
Let me see how fast the ship would probably move. It doesn't say.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna roll for it. You're going pretty fast at this point. But the spider seems to be able to keep up with you pretty well.
Fair.
But Heaven is going to throw another guiding bolt back at it. This plane would probably be about here.
Okay.
That's a natural one, but he just misses.
Okay. I'm gonna take another sharpshooter shot.
Roll me an attack.
Okay, 17 plus 8 minus 5, so 17 plus 320. 20 to hit?
Oh, you hit? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Okay. 19 points of piercing damage, 1 point of fire damage, and I'm going to throw onto that.
You said 19 and 1 so far?
Yep. I'm going to throw onto that it's one of these. I have a lot of text. Superior technique, and I'm going to make it a trip attack. So I need to make a strength saving throw.
She's pretty good at these.
Yeah. Gotta try.
Does a natural 20 beat your DC?
Yes. It had to beat a 14, but it takes another 3 points of piercing damage.
Alright, what were all of the numbers so fast?
19, so
So 23.
22.
Okay.
Yeah, 23 total, 22 piercing, 1 fire.
Guess what, guys? Her web spray just recharged.
Oh boy.
So she's gonna do it again. Dexterity saving throw from the both of you.
16 plus 4, so 20. Dirty 20.
Reyes, you're good. But Hivit is not. Hivit is restrained and webbing.
It shouldn't be an issue as long as we can keep it at bay and they use saving throw spells. But okay. That's me, the player, being all like super nerdy. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Anything else it's gonna try and do, or?
Let me see. I think that'll be it for it, actually. It's going to continue to run towards you.
Okay. Okay. Hivid doesn't seem like they're going to be able to get out of the webbing. right? Or
No.
cool.
He's trying his damnedest to get it out, of course, but not this turn.
I'm going to pull from my satchel a thin, wispy piece of paper in with kind of dark black writing on it, and I'm going to kind of hold it up kind of right in front of where it is, where the spider is, and it kind of floats off of my hand a little bit and then seems to kind of catch on fire as I'm going to burn my spell scroll of Enlarge Reduce.
What you doing? Uninhibit?
No, on Fateweaver Lolth. I'm going to try and shrink it.
Okay.
It's within range.
Okay. Cause a creature or object you'd see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration. Choose either a creature or object that's neither born or carried. If the target isn't willing, it can make a Constitution saving throw. What is the DC of your Enlarge Reduce, I suppose?
I do not know. DC is okay. They can attempt to cast a spell from the scroll with an Arcana or Religion check versus DC plus spells level. Okay, so I have to first make sure I can actually do it. Okay, so this would be Arcana. I think. Okay, so I have a 1, so I have to beat a 12.
I'm going to say that you can just use a scroll. Anybody can use a scroll.
Gotcha. I'm just trying to find the DC. I think it's 10 plus spell level. So, 12. I'm just double checking. Yep. Yeah, 10 plus spell scroll level. So 12. Constitution saving throw.
Unfortunately, she has succeeded.
Dang it.
I rolled that die like 3 times to try to give you a chance.
That's okay.
The first one was a natural 20, I'll have you know.
Okay. It was a...
It was a good attempt, and I kind of wanted it to happen.
Okay, well, I feel like that's probably the end of my turn. But anything else would just be kind of trying to cut at the ropes to help pivot out. So that would be more flavor text than anything.
He does not get out this turn. Loth is going to fling herself at the ship and latch onto it again.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrifying. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Okay.
And
I'm just gonna step kind of right in between them and pop right in the face because it's coming right at me.
make an attack roll.
For the sake of it, sharpshootering. That rolled from a 20 to a 2. So that's not gonna hit.
That's so sad. You miss.
Was a 20 for a good half a second.
That's so sad.
Well, that's it then.
If it still is not getting out this turn.
Okay.
She has her spray back, but she's not going to use it. Instead, she's gonna try to strike you with one of her legs.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, AC of 15.
You take 10 piercing damage as the spider jabs you nice and hard in the shoulder.
Okay. Thankfully, it's just the one right now. I mean, I'd be able to do some other really cool stuff, but, I'm glad it's just the one.
What do you mean, just the one?
Attacking the ship right now. Okay, just bam. Firing again.
Attack roll.
Sharpshooter. Okay. 18 plus 8 minus 5. 18 plus 3, 21.
You're gonna hit.
Okay. $19 points of damage, piercing, and 1 point fire.
Okay. Guess who's still stuck in the web?
Yeah.
Look, his strength is fine, but he just keeps rolling terribly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is this spider gonna do?
What is the spider gonna do? She tries to pull herself up, but isn't quite able to do so this turn. So she's just gonna try to attack you again.
Understandable.
Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
That's 7 damage.
Okay.
Your turn.
Yep, I'm just trying to see if there's literally anything I can do. Yeah, no, I can just sharpshooter shot. Just gonna keep firing right into it, just breaking apart its carapace as much as I can. Nope, that's a miss.
Okay.
Not even worth contesting, that's just a miss.
You're doing great.
You are doing great.
I'm trying. I'm basically trying to solo this thing.
Yeah.
This thing
Which is
which I built to be a
stupid.
boss?
Yup.
That wasn't even supposed to be a boss?
Yup. This is stupid. I am stupid.
Well, I'm going to put it this way. Hibit is starting to get more out of it. He should be out of it next turn.
Okay.
Yay. Because this has gone on long enough. The spider has pulled itself onto the ship.
Okay.
And she is going to try to bite you. She is probably going to miss. Does a 12 hit?
No.
She misses.
Okay. Rayos is going to... He's got an idea. Just not good, but like dangerous. And he's got to try it. He's going to grab a piton from his bag, as well as 50 feet of rope. Going to tie a quick knot in between the piton and the rope, and kind of get that caught in the mooring and jump over the side of the ship, holding onto the rope.
Do you do this now?
I know it's going to be an attack of opportunity, but I'm basically it's like trying to bite down, and he's just going to kind of like sling right around it, and maybe use like the fang as it kind of impacts the deck as kind of a quick turning point, so he could get some of the knots into the rope, so that he can kind of maintain hold.
Nice.
Yeah, no, going full kind of Indiana Jones kind of style right now. But the goal is that he wants to kind of swing over the side of the ship and kind of wrap around the keel and kind of come up behind it. Just inertia.
Roll me an athletics check.
That's a natural 20. Um,
You do so beautifully.
my athletics is -1, but my acrobatics is +6. I know you said athletics, but so yeah,
I feel
19.
like either one applies here, actually. But either
But
way,
it's still
you
a 20.
succeed, and it's beautiful. You do it exactly as you described, and are now behind the spider.
Yeah, basically like right about here, and I'm gonna just shoot right into it, sharpshooter style, midair, as I'm kind of coming down into a roll.
That's awesome.
Okay. Hopefully this is another 20. It's a 19.
That's going to
+8,
hit.
-5. 1 on the die. So that's going to be 15 points of piercing damage and 3 points of fire damage as I kind of tuck into a roll right around the smokestack. And if I can, I want to kind of ready myself with the rope still in hand to begin phase B of this attempt.
There's a
That's
phase B?
Oh yes.
Is that next turn?
It's gonna have to be because I've just used my action and I'm definitely pushing the limits of bonus action and movement.
Rule of cool has applied. Hiven has finally broken free.
Just in time.
As a massive spider stands over him. He is going to summon his spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That makes sense. This one makes sense. That is his bonus action. But he is just going to attack back as an action. But unfortunately misses.
Okay.
The Fateweaver has natural 1 and shall take 2 damage as it chips its fang on the deck.
Okay. Okay, since it's kind of biting down and kind of gets its fang stuck in the deck a little bit, I'm going to run up behind it up the stairs and begin weaving my end of the rope that is still kind of moored to the ship and has kind of gotten a little bit slack. And I just want to start kind of weaving in and out through its legs around its back. Kind of creating a bit of a lattice work pattern. Not necessarily restraining it, but getting the rope definitely within a lot of the nooks and crevices of its chitinous carapace, and doing my best to tie it up a little bit, or at least affix it to the rope as best I can.
Roll me acrobatics or athletics. I feel like I know what you're gonna pick.
The dex one. That's going to be a 10. Total.
You're semi-successful at this. It's a Loth is aware of your presence and is managing to lift up a lot of its legs just as you're getting stuff around it.
Okay.
Bye-bye! My sister's hanging out. But anything else?
Mostly I'm just trying to get as many kind of where the muscle groups are, basically armpit style, like wrapping it in and out and around them just to
Like at
get
the
as
joints?
much.
Okay.
Yeah, right at the joints. Just hold it down as much as possible. And I think I'm going to spend my entire turn doing that. I'm not going to take a shot at it. And then I'm going to call down to Hivid to freeze the Pitten, or to kind of keep it in one place.
He'll do so. I assume it's like right here, so...
Yeah, right. That's the one I was thinking of. That's
Cool.
the mooring anchor.
He'll head over and hold on to... probably use his action to just hold on to it.
Okay.
But then... he'll use the bonus action to attack with the spiritual weapon. It hits for... Ooh, 10 damage.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So I've got the spider as bound as I can in as much time as I've had. And I'm going to just kind of affix myself to the rope, kind of sling the rifle over my shoulder for a quick second. And I'm going to once again jump off the side of the deck from where I am, hoping that my weight with the rope will have enough momentum to just start dragging the spider off behind me, attached to the same rope that I am.
This is a massive spider.
Yes. This could go horribly. I am very aware of that fact.
It doesn't go anywhere.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to pull out
So
my
it's
scimitar
going-
and... Oh, go ahead.
It's going to
Good.
be really unpleasant when you stop falling. But
So
go
the
ahead.
spider's still on the deck?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm going to pull out my scimitar and cut the part of the line that's going to connect the spider and me. So I'm going to kind of fall down backwards and kind of end up being connected to where Hivid is. Back around the way I'd came. And I'm going to do something stupid.
What? Okay, where are you right now?
Hanging right about here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I kind of swung around. When it wasn't falling, I just cut and so like dangled back there. And so now I'm at the bottom of the rope here. And
what's your really stupid thing, or is that next turn?
I'm going to just fire a caliber net straight up in the air and hope that I shoot it. And kind of like hope it lands on the spider.
Roll me an attack.
See, that's the funny thing. It's a saving throw.
Still roll me an attack.
Fair enough. That's a natural 2. So yeah, no, it's probably not going to do anything. It's just, I'm trying.
Does a 10 beat your DC?
No. It's a strength save.
So it falls on Hiven?
There. Okay, so they're just restrained and they can repeat the saving throw at the end of their turn. Yeah.
What's restrained do? I could just look this up.
Same thing that was happening to me. Attack rolls have advantage. Attack rolls against have advantage. Attack rolls coming from have disadvantage, and disadvantage on dex saves, and speed of 0.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Spider's not the only one who can do that.
One second. The spider has bitten Hivid while he's restrained for... Oh god, they do a lot. Yes. For 2 damage. It's not that bad, actually.
Hey. That's lucky on the dice.
Never mind, I misread this wrong. That's 2 piercing and 5 poison damage to Hiven, who has succeeded this saving throw, and I've already halved it. Okay. Does he get out of the net?
I will drop it if I can. I don't think I can, but I will. If I can, if you will let me, I will.
It's an electric net, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to say you have control over the electricity going through it.
Then I will drop it. And I'm going to just spend all of my turn climbing up back to the deck on the rope.
Welcome back.
Well, no, do I need to make it like a check or something, or just some spending everything?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay, well, that's the end of my turn then.
You're a physically capable person who
tried to lasso a spider.
You can climb a rope. you can climb a rope, no questions asked.
Okay.
Hiven shall... Oh! Hiven shall toll the dead to Spider.
Heck yes, Toll the Dead is a great spell.
It's a beautiful spell. 1 second, guys.
1d12 cantrip.
Well, that was weird. Thought my dog really needed to go out, but it turns out there was a cat in the yard.
Oh. Fun.
It got away. But now she's out, so... But anyway, where were we?
Hivid was casting Toll the Dead.
Oh, right, yes. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. The spider unfortunately succeeds.
Dang.
Oh. The spider shall attack him right back. And hits. No questions asked. So... That's going to be another bite.
Okay.
Does he succeed the Constitution save against a poison? No, he does not. Ouch. That hurts a lot. That pivot does not look good. Hibbid really does not look good right now.
Okay.
Your turn?
I am going to... pull from my bag and slide over to Hivid. My 44 plus 4 healing potion, so that he can use that on his next turn.
Just handing
Just-
it over? Yeah.
I'm just sliding it over to him as the spider's kind of going down around him. I'm going to make my way underneath its right side of legs and kind of use the mooring that is still kind of stuck to it from the rope attempt and just kind of move my way up towards the back, and I'm going to dump 2 flasks of oil on it and just kind of get that as much into its carapace and into the nooks and crannies as possible. Kind of trying to, from a mini perspective, I'm trying to do a wash of oil.
Considering she... Well, let me do some research on this.
I know some spiders have fur, and so that would make it a lot easier to kind of connect to. But if it's kind of more of a chitin, there's usually some small indentations and some plating, and I'm just trying to get as much into those areas that would allow for movement as possible.
I got you, but I'm also I was also more curious about her open wounds there.
Even better. I definitely want to get into the open wounds. But still enough so that there's still oil around for next turn as phase 3 begins.
Okay, you do so. Are you now behind the spider again?
Yes.
Okay.
Always maintaining myself within her attack range, so I'm trying not to proc attacks of opportunity as much as possible.
I figured as much.
And I think that's going to be my turn. No, actually, I'll bonus action second wind. Get some healing.
Okay.
1d10 plus 3. Okay, 9 points back.
Yay! Does a 19 hit you?
Yes. Good thing I healed.
She's gonna She's gonna hit you with one of her legs again, just kind of kick backwards. Like a horse.
And like as I'm sliding in, she just stabs at me, and I kind of have to rotate around the wound and pull myself around back to 3-point landing almost, but bloodier.
That's 9 points of damage to you.
Oh boy, just what I healed. Life giveth and it taketh away in the same moment.
Pivot is going to try Toll the Dead again. That's a success again. But the spiritual... What? I haven't been rolling concentration on the spiritual weapon. Oh well. The spiritual weapon is also going to hit.
Take the potion.
Oh wait.
If you're going to die, don't die.
Too late.
Oh well.
Too late, I already said. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It was his choice to die anyway. I gave him the opportunity of life. So it's just sitting at his feet and he's like, you know what, nah, let's just hit it.
Free action, he picks it up. At least.
Well, woohoo.
Character sheets. And he does 9. The spiritual weapon does 9 damage to the giant spider.
Nice. Nice. What's his spiritual weapon look like?
That is a very good question that I'll get to in a moment.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
It looks like a translucent, I should say, blue mace.
Okay. So since I'm kind of done trying to pour oil into the spider's wounds and into its muscle joints and all sorts of nooks and crannies is to bind it up as much as possible, I am going to since it's still looking at and attacking at Hivid primarily, with occasional swipes at me, I'm going to kind of position myself right next to one of its open wounds and just take a sharpshooter shot right into it, into the meat.
Okay. Roll
Ooh,
with
that's
advantage.
okay. That's much better because I rolled a 5, and that went to a 16 plus 8 minus 5, so 16 plus 3, 19.
That'll hit.
Okay. Eight plus 6, 14, 24 points of piercing damage. And here's the kicker. 3 points of fire damage to ignite the oil.
Could you repeat that?
24 points of piercing, 3 points of fire to ignite the oil.
First off, that was a really nasty shot into the spider.
Yeah.
But also, it does burst into flames and is now on fire. And you hear her scream.
Let me go ahead and mark those 2 flasks of oil out of my inventory. I'm just burning through all of this stuff here. Let's see here. I still have bonus action if I have something. Nah, that's all. That would be collateral damage, and I don't want to do more of that.
What was it?
No, just thinking of things. Very scary, dangerous things. The spider's on fire. It's fine.
The spider is on fire. And she is starting to back. With that, she is starting to kind of hurriedly back away, stumbling perhaps over various things on the ship, like the wheel, maybe a floorboard that's sticking up a bit.
Leave the helm alone. Okay.
But she is starting to creep her way back down the side.
Is it enough to provoke an attack of opportunity?
On her legs, yes, I will say.
Pop,
But
pop.
then again, you have a gun.
And a scimitar.
This is true.
But I'd rather use the gun.
To start, Hibbit will drink the 4+4 healing potion you said?
Yes. 44 plus 4. A lot of 4s.
Yes. Let me... Bonus action, he'll drink that. To restore 15 hit points. But then he does hit a leg. With the mace. That. For 3 damage.
Nice, nice.
And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Cool.
But you also got your opportunity attack. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. 14 plus 8. So 22.
That'll hit.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness my dice are with me tonight. So that's going to be 6 points. Wait, plus 2. 8 points of piercing damage and 1 point of fire.
She reaches the side, and she's going to let herself drop down. And there is an attempt to catch herself on the trees, but she does go right through, and you can see some fire starting to leap up. Let me...
And just for the sake of being petty, I'm going to go to the edge of the ship and just fire into the fire a couple of times.
I just rolled a d12 for fire damage, and that was quite a hit. Quite a hit. Would you like to roll attack? Make attack rolls? Or are you just screwing around?
I'm more or less, since if she's getting out of sight, I mean, granted, I have stupid good to hit.
Yeah.
And I can ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover, so
You would
sure,
be
I'll
able
just
to
start.
hit her if you...
I'm just going to start taking pot shots then. That's a natural 1. So nope for that one.
Hivit is immediately going to go back to work getting you out of here.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, so for the natural 1, my gun kind of jams, and I have to spend a second kind of seeing that there's a kind of nick in the bullet casing, and it's kind of like latched around back, and when the hammer kind of went to hit, it deflected some of the impact, and so pop that shell out, put a new one in, take another pot shot. Another pot shot. That's 10 plus 6. 10 plus 8 minus 5, 10 plus 3, 13. Probably is going to miss.
That will miss.
Okay. Bang.
With
Bang.
Frankly, the spider silk on the trees catching flame, it's starting to get hard to see where she is.
Then I just pop 2 more out of spite and get back to work on the ship. Not necessarily even trying to hit, just as an intimidation tactic.
She took Newsar.
And it was going to take all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this was...
gonna go into more... He was gonna say more, but you make a very valid point, so... We could have avoided this by just giving up the Halfling.
You see, the truth of the matter is, those spiders, they don't... I know them to be liars. We give it 1, it comes back for 2, until we're all gone. It doesn't stop. And when they see their fates and they project their minds to others who are willing to receive it, you're already tangled in its web. Many already lost. Flies stuck in eternal torment as the life gets drained out of them.
if it's just going to remain silent. Considering this.
That was lucky, at best, that we were able to get it off the ship. Let's just get out of here.
Andrew, roll me one more religion check.
Oh boy. 11. Ras is a little bit superstitious of these guys. Like, he's not brilliant. He doesn't know everything.
Okay.
But creepy psychic spiders that tempt fate and offer bargains, like, that's Scylla and Charybdis level of, let's not deal with that.
Okay, I'll put it this way then. At the very
In his
least,
mind.
you know that hostility, that particular one portrayed, that level of it, is not typical.
Okay. Fun.
As for everything else you said, as far as Reyes is concerned, that holds true.
Yeah, fair enough. Once again, he doesn't know spider culture. He's just terrified. And he knows little bits of it from, like, little stories and here and there. And whenever he gets an opportunity to learn about them, it never ends up being good about the spiders. So there's a little bit of projection there as well.
But
yeah, no, let's move. Let's fly.
Leave what's frankly becoming a rather massive fireball far behind you, and you're starting to pick up speed because that fire is 100% going to spread, but B, that fire is 100% going to attract attention.
Yeah. It's misty here. That means there's a water source. Since we're on the mountain range side, chances are winds will get some rain in here, and we'll still get some smoke trails, but it's not going to burn the woods down.
But you leave that behind you and continue on your way, and you leave early morning the next day. You are out of the woods. Anything you'd like to do?
Out of the woods. Upon knowing that he's out of the woods across the mountains and basically back in home country, Rayos is going to drop a bit of his guard and kind of just take a deep breath, because it's been a long time since he's been home. Then just kind of take a look around, make sure there's no crazy monsters or anything that's going to come up against him. Bring some food down to Erebus, over to Resound. Just try and take it all in that he's back home.
Okay. Resound, anything from you?
What's Resound supposed to eat if he's tied up?
We will feed it to you if you want it.
Yeah, that's fair. I would like to spit the food I am chewing in the face of whoever is feeding me.
Reyes, odds or evens?
Odds.
For fuck's sake, it's Hivid.
Did I get the shaman again?
Yep.
You should have just given me to that spider. It would have made the shaman a lot happier.
It would have.
Giving you one hell of an I told you so look.
Yeah. Well,
But with that, you now can make way as fast as you wish towards the capital city.
full speed ahead. Second tower on the right. Straight on till morning.
With that, we shall switch over to the other side of the campaign.
I'm alive. I'm still alive.
You're you know nothing.
Oh, I know. I do know nothing. I was like, I've been spacing out this whole time. I mean, I've been listening. There's been spiders.
Just the one.
Set it on fire.
We have a decidedly less dangerous side of the campaign.
You're not.
Second guys, the dog wants in.
Let the hazel in.
If my little grunt there was heard, allow me to explain. Our back door is on its last legs and a handle keeps breaking off.
Rest in peace.
Hey, that's like our bathroom here. I know the feeling. Yeah. Broken doorknobs. So much fun.
It's not even completely closed, but I'll deal with it later.
Okay.
But anyway, Soluvis and Asteria, how you doing? How you holding up after that? All that?
Sleep. I feel like I fell asleep.
Oh.
That was a lot of attacking.
I think comparatively we're doing quite fine.
I
Yeah, we're literally
genuinely
just
thought
chilling.
I was just going to be handed over to a spider.
I honestly thought you were just gonna be handed over to the spider too.
I also might have taken a nap during the combat because I was tied up anyway.
That's fine.
I think the spider, like, I don't know why Freos just decided to fight instead. It's just like
It
From
wasn't
what I
supposed to be a boss fight.
From what I understand, in between my naps, basically someone repelled a spider. Oh god, there's a fly in my room. Go away, you stupid fly.
You can watch the recording and figure out what happened. But welcome to the Gear Library. It's a vast room with some basically floor-to-ceiling bookshelves with ladders on rails attached so that you can move the ladder around and reach the shelves closest to the ceiling. There's a librarian who looks incredibly bored, but they exist. Take it away.
That's all you can really ask for.
I'm gonna be serious, like, oh my god, it's a library! I have been so long since I have been in one. Look at all these books, they're so I keep giant.
Oh.
That I did not mean to do that.
Oh, calm down now. Don't.
I just
She
moving my
pops in a
mouse around
large
like
on herself. She's so happy.
I'm just moving my mouse around like crazy. And yes, very happy. I'm going to run around slowly
Oh
and
my
look at
god,
all the
books.
books. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. You absolutely hate books.
This is true. But
Like, oh yeah, this book. The
is
books.
there anything in particular either of you were looking for?
Once I have finished more excitement, I I don't know how does a library work? Forgot. It's been so long since I've been in a library. I think it goes by like section. I'm gonna go to the history section.
It is by category.
I'm gonna go to history, and I'm gonna get it over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at every book that says anything anything history related to countries. I'm going to take them all. Put together a big stack of books.
I suppose roll investigation? And while she's
Oh,
doing that,
oh.
Soluvis, what are you doing?
I did just remember what we were doing last session. So let's see. Well, I wanted to divination it up. Let's see. Is there a window in the library?
21. I got 21.
There is a window in the library. Asteria, you're finding pretty much exactly what you need.
Yes.
History
Come on.
History of Ventheim Tevngardian relations, I believe.
Yes.
And maybe history on the country itself.
Yes. Exactly.
Eris is right now just walking beside you, carrying your books, and there's a decent stack. I think Asteria would realize she can't take every single book there is, but she's selecting them carefully with that check.
Okay.
The ones that she knows are by good authors, the ones that are quite thick, yeah.
Yes, the thickest boys. Thickest.
But there is a window there are many windows in the library. In fact, any particular one you wish to go towards, Soluvis?
Nothing. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nothing in particular. I guess one of the corner ones, because then I can see more of the sky. So I'll also walk over and just go here, if that's possible.
Okay. No, it is not possible to walk over there.
Damn it.
Go ahead and start your divination, Soluvis.
Okay.
Asteria, you found pretty much everything you need. What you
Wait
gonna
to
do?
go to the library. I'm going to wait for Eris and then drop the big stack of books on the desk. I would like to check these all out. All of them. Every single one.
Okay. And she'll start checking them out one by one.
I realized something. I'm going to walk over to Eris.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your library card?
You're a gear. You're a gear. That is, your scarf is the library card.
Oh. Okay. That is amazing. Big epic win. That is like free books. Not really, but like library books.
They are borderline just free to take.
Yeah, I know.
They just like, the checking out is just a record of who has what.
At least I don't have to carry one around or remember I have to carry it. I just wear it. It's an epic library card. It's a really nice library card.
Yes.
Very convenient.
Soluvis, anywhere you'd like to begin?
I'm still kind of imagining this is almost like casting an augury spell in terms of space. I was just trying to find like a nice open spot where I can observe the sky. So maybe where I am is fine.
Where you are should be fine.
Okay.
I do believe it actually would be kind of late for you, so stars are starting to come out. So,
Okay. I expected we'd be here a while anyways.
you probably will be there a while as Asteria starts reading, perhaps?
Is there an... Oh yeah, there's desk. I'm going to... Yes, I'm just sitting on the desk. So am I going to read?
In
No.
that
You're
in
saying-
that case, sorry, in that case, Soluvis might actually just start as he's doing his work, just pacing around the whole library, looking at all the different angles of the sky.
So, do you, like, receive visions, or do you just, like, analyze star patterns?
A bit of both. I'd say majority would be in the latter. Like the positions of them and where they're facing, where they're heading, would tell me also the position of things in our world and where they are going. It's all about trying to divine fate.
Okay. I am going to be completely honest. I planned mostly a lot of visions.
Oh, that's fine.
But let me see how I can repurpose some of these.
Well, Sarah, I'm making this up on the fly, so if you have something better, go with that.
um,
Scientifically, it is star patterns, but I'm a druid. Visions are good.
okay. Okay, let's start with this one. So, one of the early constellations you're seeing is a constellation you know well. It's of a spider.
Uh-huh. Spider.
I've heard that word a lot today.
And because of, like, I suppose the way the sunset is, there's like a streak of red going across it. And you would probably normally associate that red with fire. There's also some clouds in the sky that look kind of like the tops of trees.
Okay. And are we saying that I set out to divine specific information about the other group?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to ask, where do you start dividing?
Oh, I thought you meant like position in the library.
No, I meant, like, which topic do you start with?
Okay, sorry. This one's fine then.
What do you mean by this one's fine?
The what is going on with the other group?
Okay, when you wonder about this one, you get a vision from the starry meteorite that's in your staff.
Ooh. Okay.
Kind of crystal ball-y, we'll say?
Yes.
Yes.
I ponder the orb.
At this, you see an airship that you would know for sure is not one of the Gears models, flying over plains. On deck is a single Gith, a halfling tied to the mast towards the front, and what appears to be a human with a blue hand.
I don't know what any of this means. In character. Okay.
The vision fades out a bit, but then comes right back, and you see a pale individual laying on something wooden in a very wooden room. Pale skin with this sort of brassy undertone, white hair, semi-pointed ears, and they're covered in dried blood. Eyes are closed, and the vision in the orb fades.
Oh my. Okay. Then I think that is information worth sharing. I will go over to where Asteria is. Sort of be like, I have had a vision.
Huh? What is it?
I was seeing the area with the spies we were talking about. Amongst things, I saw an airship, not an airship of the Gears, flying above a bunch of plants, and on the airship was a Gith and a tied-up halfling.
Gift had a title. Halfling? Wait, halfling? What did the halfling look like?
Like they had been a problem and were tied up as a result.
Oh boy.
I was gonna give you a description, but you know what? I think that's more detailed than any physical description.
Oh, like I see it.
I think I know who you're talking about. So where was the airship? It was in a place?
It was flying over these plains.
Uh-huh. What else did you see?
Let's see, there was a human with a blue hand on the ship as well. I also saw more scattered things relating to that. I saw a spider.
Spider?
I saw a connection to fire.
Fire.
And a connection to the tops of trees. I think something is happening with them.
But can I make like a... Does Asteria know about the spiders, like the Fateweavers?
You would know about the Fateweaver woods.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't have gone there yourself at any point.
Okay, but I know that there's like spiders there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know about the spiders.
Okay. That sounds like the Fateweaver woods. There's spiders, there's big spiders, right? And there's trees. But who would put the... Wait. Does that mean that Rayos and the others are there?
Fire could symbolize conflict.
Of course, there's fire everywhere where they go. They're always in woods as well.
I also saw one more thing.
What is it?
a vision of a pale individual with pointed ears, and they're covered in dried blood, laying on wood in a wooden room.
Pointed. I don't know anyone with pointed ear. I mean, what kind of pale are you talking about? Like, does it seem? Does it seem like they have albino?
Albinism?
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
You don't sound very confident. I don't. I'm sure that Erebus was not a species with pointed ears anyway, so it must be someone else. Maybe a half brother. They have Erebus's half brother. I don't know. I just see some.
Interesting.
Do you have anything to say on this, Eris?
The Soluvis just goes into the opposite chair. To be honest, I don't really know how to interpret Soluvis's visions. I think the best person to interpret his visions is himself. It sounds like they're over plains at this moment, but there are plains everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But with the spiders, maybe we have a better idea of where they could be.
That's true.
It does make sense. The Fateweaver robes is on the border between our countries.
But you don't necessarily know that those visions were related, do you?
No, I do not understand the mind of Soluvis at all.
Of course they were related.
Why are you so confident? You don't even know the people I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I will return to my divining.
I don't know why that's so awkward.
Having confidently left people more confused than before.
What next, Soluvis? Asteria? How is the reading going?
Pretty good. I have finished 50 pages of the first book already. She's a fast reader.
Damn.
I mean, it's literally got mechanical eyes, bro. But I think now Asteria is interested with what Soluvis is doing. I think Asteria's gonna go see.
Would you like me to send you the information you have learned from your reading?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I'm going to say that you didn't necessarily find felt like essentially a newspaper article sort of thing on that's like trying to explain why there's conflict.
I got it.
And I shall just send that your way.
Slower reader than Asteria.
But Soluvis, what are you up to?
So that first reading was kind of meh, so I would like to get more specific. I want to know where... I want to see if I can get a sense for where they might be going. Because I think that would actually be specific enough to be of some use.
You see a city of stone.
Okay. Is that all I see?
Pretty much like a bird's eye view of a city primarily constructed of a white or pale gray colored stone with a castle of the same material.
Would I happen to recognize this city at all?
Roll me a history check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay. That's a natural 1 for a total of 4.
You do not.
Okay, it is stone and there's a castle.
Could I possibly help? Wait, I mean, I'm not there yet, but I have read the thing you just sent to me,
Yay.
and I have absorbed the information.
Was it helpful at all, Asteria? Or Star?
It was, and I am now thinking, what can Asteria do? Where to go forward with this? Because it's all solvable-ish, to be honest. So, Sirius get thinking. What does she want? Anyway, you could go back to the Soluvis.
Wait, does Asteria go over to Soluvis?
Did
Yeah, I finished since I finished my reading, or like, and I'm interested in what you are doing.
I'll sort of beckon you over and say, okay, I'm beginning to have an idea of where they might be going.
Wait,
So
where?
with all the information I was able to find on where they are, I think I know now that they're going towards some sort of stone city with a big castle in the middle. I've
Okay.
never seen it before, though.
Should I do a history check?
at disadvantage? Yes.
Okay.
Because you're going off my description, which was at a nat 1.
Yeah. History check with disadvantage. Okay, so that means I rolled 2 20s, and I picked the lower one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a 12. Okay, so the first 12 plus. Do I get the plus it, right?
Yeah, you do add your modifier to it.
Oh, that's 18.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, because I got a 12 and a 15. And then I get the 12 and I add 6 to it.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure that's 18.
Damn.
Wow.
One moment. Because I do also need to keep in mind that you're going off a very bad description.
Yes, very, very bad.
There's a castle, there's some bricks, there's a road.
Wow.
You're hearing this rough description, and you know from previous readings you have done long before that where Ventheim has specialized in metalwork, people in Tevngardians have specialized in, like, masonry.
Hmm.
So, stone. Things to do with stone. And you
Okay.
can make an educated guess that a castle would be located at a capital.
I don't know what you were sorcering up. Oh, wait, what is imagining or what is it called?
Divining.
Divining. Yes, I don't know what you were divining, but I'm pretty sure you might be describing the capital or a location in Tevngard because I don't like. There's no big castles here in Ventheim that are not that are stone because like
There's not really any
Te-
castles at all.
yeah, there's like airships and air stuff, air castle maybe.
Well, they seem fated to be going towards it. So, whatever it is, odds are if we go there, we might see them.
That's yeah, but that's that place is like once again the capital of the other country. You know, like the bad place, the ones that might kill us on sight. You know,
Uh-huh.
so I don't think I
Okay,
want to.
you bring up about 4 or 5 good points there.
There's one good point that I just
Oh,
explained in multiple ways because Siri does not know how to talk very well. But you do your divining by looking at the stars, correct?
yes.
I think I know some people who might be able to help you.
Okay.
Let's go to Eris and let's tell her what has
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
Yes?
Eris. Soluvis had another vision, and we believe it is the capital or like the main place of Tevngard,
That makes sense.
That's where the airship is going.
and I think Soluvis. I think it's time for us to go meet my parents. It's like, hello.
How does
Or you
Soluvis respond to this?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. So your parents also watch the sky?
Yes,
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Let's see them then.
but guys, don't tell any of them what I told, like what has happened. Okay,
Don't?
don't. I don't want them
Don't?
to be worried. I don't want them to be worried. So we're
Oh.
just going there to visit, not tell them about the incoming war. Possible.
So if we're going to also get help from them, how would we broach the subject?
I don't know. It's your thing. You're about the stars, and they're about the stars. I don't like looking at the sky or things. I just want to look at books and words.
Well, I thought you
Want
were
to
saying
borrow their
let's.
telescope?
Yes, yes, they have a telescope that could be helpful for you.
Okay. I guess so, yeah. I guess my original idea of sharing my visions with them would probably not be a good idea then.
Yes, you don't just share your visions to everyone you meet, sir.
All right.
Well, he doesn't normally.
Are you sure?
Sometimes we do have to pry him a bit.
Are you sure about that?
Well, there was that mind reading, but um, I just won't mention anything about blaming airship spider capital of other country.
That's not the thing I'm talking about. I'm talking about incoming, impending, probable war.
Do you
About
want me to
people they
avoid
Oh,
die.
mentioning
that little
anything?
thing.
Look, I had to ask some permission to send you before I sent you on that harping mission. You're gonna be asking questions about that.
Yes. I already have it ready. We saw
Okay.
harpies. So yes, we saw harpies.
Okay, as long as you're prepared, let's get going. And she'll lead the way.
All right.
But don't forget my books. Don't forget my book. I need them, but hide them.
She'll take the books. Um, so I'm
In my inventory or something.
yeah. Yeah, go ahead and add
Books.
books. Books about Tevngard to the inventory. So, Soluvis, would you like to attempt to divine anything specific along the way?
Oh, like mid-transit?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like maybe something that doesn't
Well,
pertain.
yeah, there were the other things. Ooh, I got a good one. Uh, I will divine. I'll define that.
What like that?
Ah, he messaged me. Okay,
So, like, just a basically a divination of, is there an impending encounter that I should be wary of?
just a yes or no answer.
Sure, yeah.
Um, yes.
Oh man. A yes to what I sent you?
Yes.
Alright, Soluvis is not happy.
Does he do anything?
Um, he casts Detect Magic.
The only thing you're getting is any magic associated with Asteria and Eris.
Mm,
Why is Soluvis so anxious?
Do you ask him that?
I don't think Asteria even notices though. She doesn't have that social skill. She has a 0 charisma.
Anything else
um,
for in transit, or wait until we get there?
Mid-transit, I'll sort of say, hey, Asteria, hey, Eris, can you look at me for 1 second? Okay, this is what I look like now. And then I will use disguise self on myself and look like a different person.
Okay.
Just roll with it, okay?
Hey, I look like this. Okay, I don't look like this anymore though. Bye.
Um, what do you look like?
I try to make myself look like a generic person.
Okay.
Just use the
So
basic
so
model
so
for the thingy blah.
yeah, so not a blue-skinned animal bone-headed thing.
Well, that is nice. The skull probably would have really concerned them.
Uh, I don't know why you're disguising yourself, but okay.
Okay, after like a second of initial fear, he'll be like, he'll like actually realize how weird he looks right now, and he'll say, "Okay, so I sort of did one of those walking divinations. I sense imminent bad."
Do you ever have any good divination?
Not
Yes.
yet, but not recently. There's been a string of bad ones. I'm not
Well,
pointing fingers.
Are you
Define imminent.
I don't know, but there's a upcoming encounter with a hag. Mic drop.
are you? Excuse me. What are you trying to say?
Oh no.
I don't mean hag in like the visual sense.
Are you afraid of my parents?
I'm
No,
nervous.
he is not. The hangs are nasty, nasty creatures.
Oh, I need to look this up.
Your parents wouldn't happen to be over 200 years old
They're
and well versed
elves,
in
of course
evil.
they are.
Oh, yeah, wrong question.
Don't you see what? I'm an Eldrin, sir. I don't even know what you are. You're like a thingy with bone, but also skin. I'm confused.
He's part hag.
Oh,
I'm feeling pretty blue right now.
are you afraid of your parents? One of your parents?
I am afraid of hags in general.
You're half one.
Yes, they'd like me to be a whole one. Look, the disguise self, the detect magic, I'm trying to put up some barriers.
Okay, I won't bother you. You be you.
This is legitimately concerning.
What are you concerned about? This is Soluvis.
No, I'm not.
No. Oh yes.
What do you
What
want
is
us to
your
call
name?
you?
John Doe.
Yeah. Okay, I am John.
Okay. Okay, sure
Well
thing.
then. John.
I can assure you that none of them are hags. I've known them all my life.
Yes, me too. Quite literally.
Well, okay.
And
I'm keeping the disguise.
That's fine. She'll walk up to a wood and a house that's made of a mix of wood, some stone, and metal. And there's light coming out of the lower windows. Asteria, you and Eris both walk up to the front door and knock. And after a moment, a woman opens the door, lays eyes on you, Asteria, and immediately hugs you.
I hug back.
Hey,
Mother.
Asteria, it's been so long. How are you doing? How'd
Great.
the mission go?
It went absolutely awesome. I saw harpies. They're very cool creatures.
Tell me, you'll have to tell him about some time. Over dinner, maybe? Cassio just finished.
Okay. That is amazing. I have friends here, John and Eris. John is just someone we just brought along. I don't even know them, really.
Hello.
She kind of tilts her head at that. Because why would you bring someone home that you just met?
Oh, what story should I give John? This is John Doe. Eris and I, well, actually, they know Eris before I,
Ah,
John.
okay, that
So
makes
they're friend of
sense.
Eris, but
Ah,
I,
alright. Alright, well, you're welcome inside. Come on. Come on in, please. Just gonna completely walk by your dad in the kitchen, okay.
I moved my character too fast. Is this a door?
It's a door, but it can open.
Oh, they're all closed.
Yeah, they're closed on the map, but they can be opened.
Yeah, go to it. I poke him in the back. Poke, poke. I don't think he even realized us walking in.
Real fast. Soluvis, as you're wandering around, you feel something rub against your leg, and you look down to see an orange tabby cat nuzzling against you and purring loudly.
Oh, is that Percival? Percival! John, get out of the way. This is my baby.
Right.
I pick up the kitty and I pet the kitty. Percival, my baby!
Don't mind the cat. She loves meeting new people.
Okay.
It's the absolute sweetest, but I miss her so much, so I'm going to steal her for the day.
I am going to steal her for today. Heads into kitchen.
No! I'm still trying to get my dad's attention, who's like so focused on the spinach.
He turned around, but he did turn around, but then you left to go get the cat.
Ah.
Priorities.
Cat.
Cat, yeah, that's Asteria, yeah. Father!
Hey, how's Asteria?
How are you?
They're all sounding the same. I'm doing just well. How are you doing? How's your training been going?
It's been great. I have been very strong.
Anything interesting happened lately? I know you went on that mission to the aviary sometime.
Yes, I saw harpies.
I believe you're back early.
I'm back early? Back early. Yes, the harpies, they flew all by themselves. And they helped us fly the ship.
Fascinating. Yeah, Eris is coming in. Yeah, but went smoother than they originally anticipated.
Oh my goodness, it was so smooth. Literally, someone in our thingy just sat in the barrel all day. That's how smooth it went because there was nothing to do. We just sat around and chilled.
Huh. All right. Is there anything we can do for you right now? We just finished making dinner. You could you and everyone else is more than welcome to join us.
I definitely want dinner. Oh god, how much I miss dinner. But I have friend here named John.
Hello.
John is what is John? John likes the star.
I came because I heard that you all share my interest for stellar divination. And I thought that was just neat.
Well, I don't know about divination, but boy, oh boy, we love the stars. And he's going to start gesture for you to follow him and lead you upstairs.
In Soluvis's mind, he's like, okay, he's probably not a hag. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I'll come along.
I'm going to begin eating dinner with the cat still in my arms, and I'm feeding the cat my dinner at the same time.
It's a sweet potato and zucchini casserole, which sounds weird, but is apparently a thing. I looked this up ahead of time.
All of a sudden, the cat, I think, did not like the food.
What makes you think that? Oh,
I don't-
because it's not... Okay, yeah.
I don't think the cat would like that food.
The cat seems like it wants down. As cats sometimes do.
Yes, I know that a lot. But I put Persimmon down. I love you, Persimmon! Come back!
And it's going to start following Soluvis and Cassio up the stairs to the telescope room.
Trade, it's been gone like for so long, and yet Persimmon goes to the stranger. No, I fall to my knees and sob.
Is this not what cats would do, though?
It is. It is. It is absolutely is.
She will eventually get bored. But she loves new people. And Eris leans in really close, and I imagine she knows there's something else going on with him.
I think he attracts strangers. I was gonna say weird, but then I remembered I would be calling myself on at Eris. I think I'm going to continue eating my spinach.
So, Soluvis?
John!
John?
Oh, my cover.
John, you find yourself in a very large, kind of open office. There is a somewhat cluttered desk full with open books, a globe, a star chart, and several pieces of meteorite that all look like they came from different meteors.
Oh.
There's a telescope that's currently pointed out the window, but is definitely small enough to be carried outside. But probably most interesting for you is that blue rug, which has been enchanted to mark the location of notable planets, meteors, and comets in their orbits in relation to the planet you're on.
Oh, this is an impressive collection of instrumentation.
Isn't it? Thank you. This is what we do. We research all things space.
You see, I know how to take that research and perceive a portion of fate through it. I had actually hoped that in coming here, I would be able to make use of your array of items to do some of that.
Go ahead. Just be careful with some of the meteorites. They are rather fragile. But the telescope can handle a little bit.
Okay.
And he will sort of do a rather exaggerated gesture towards the telescope.
Thank
so
you.
that you would use it.
So I'll sort of get situated and do what I was doing before.
Yes.
And I'll try to do it while incorporating the telescope and such to try and get a more clear, more accurate picture.
Gotcha. Is there anything in particular No. Soluvis would be trying to divine for at this moment? As in pertaining to his own problems or the other problems?
I'd say one for each.
Okay.
For the problems related to the other party, he would be right now, because we have a general idea of location. So I think intent is next up on the docket.
Okay. How to describe this in terms of stars? Oh. Okay, through the telescope, very briefly, you see two shooting stars side by side, and their flight path sort of takes them towards one particularly large, brightly shining star right before they disappear.
Okay.
I can elaborate if you need me to.
I think I get the general idea of what you're saying. I am trying to think about if that conveys much intent or still just travel. I don't know. It's your call.
Roll me an Arcana check real fast.
Okay. $18.
Okay. After seeing that, you get a vision of a throne chamber. On the throne is someone you don't recognize, but is clearly some sort of king, and he's watching a Gith and a pale half-elf approach. And the pale person is in shackles and chains.
Watching a Gith, a halfling, and a pale
Half-elf.
person. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, I start to see the bigger picture.
Okay.
I am making note of this.
What next?
Of that other vision I had about the hag, I would like to see if I can find more specific information about it.
Okay. Anything in particular, or just more?
I suppose how the meeting would occur.
Okay. So, you're looking around with your telescope, and you spot another recognizable constellation. That of the Harpy.
Oh. Okay.
And there's like a one of those long, thin clouds under where the feet would be. And a trick of the lighting is making that cloud look kind of greenish in color.
Okay. So it sounds like a harpy out in like the wilds. Uh,
And
all right.
then you move the telescope to another area, and you see like a cluster of stars, each that look like they're taking on different colors. Like there's one that's kind of green, there's one that's blue, one that's a kind of purpley color. Actually, make that two that are kind of purpley colors. And then one that's kind of set off from the rest that's white.
Hmm. But still probably referring to people. Green, blue, purple. Okay. I want to try to get a bit more about the stars of the many colors.
Okay.
If there's any further connection, or if that's sort of its own vision.
That would probably be its own vision, but you certainly can have that if you want, which why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? Why would I not?
You see a coven of hags in a jungle. One green, one night, one sea, one anise.
Okay.
And they appear to be brewing something in a cauldron.
Now, and I just see them doing that, and that's all they're doing?
Pretty much.
Okay. It would be messed up if I see them in the vision that one of them looks towards me. Right. So I recognize that, don't I?
You would recognize that.
Great. I kind of I want to immediately stop, but at the same time Would that be where it starts to fade away?
That would be about where it starts to fade. But then it does come right back, and you see a winter hag in the mountains looking over a jungle that's very far below.
Okay. This jungle, do I see anything flying above the jungle?
You would be too far away.
Okay. I
From
was
this
wondering
view.
if I'd see.
You would be too far away to notice something like that.
Okay. I was wondering if I'd see a harpy. But
In
that's fine.
theory, you would, but you are way too far away to be seeing them from where you are in this vision.
Okay. Uh Okay, I'll stop the divining of that there.
Okay?
The only thing that's on my mind now is with the other side of the party, how could we manage to get to them? But I don't think I could divine that.
You watch a gear airship pass in front of the telescope.
Oh, that was easy. I probably should have thought of that. Okay.
And temporarily obscuring your view of the night sky, but it just goes right by.
Well, I'm superstitious, so that's good enough. So, okay, I'll stop the constellation looking. I'll turn back to Cassio, and when I came up, I was like sort of upbeat, like, "Oh, this looks really cool." And then I turn around, I'm like, "Okay, yeah,"
Are you okay?
sort of
Something
mumbling to
wrong?
myself. Fine, no, yeah, that was. Thank you very much for that, because very night sky, good night sky, yes.
Isn't it wonderful? I think we're supposed to be getting a meteor shower some point tonight. Looking forward to that.
The implications. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that. Why don't we head back down and see what they are up to?
Yes, definitely. I need to catch up with my daughter.
Okay, and I'll follow him back down.
Asteria, what are you up to? Food?
I think I finished eating by
Probably,
now.
yeah, you probably would.
Um,
Maybe just
I
small talk?
yeah, I think it's chilling on the couch now.
Talking, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, and Eris sees you come in and how'd it go?
Oh, you're talking to Castle
Yeah.
or Soluvis.
Soluvis, yeah.
Oh, it was great. Very impressive instruments and yes, it was great.
Thank you.
It's
They're
definitely a
state of
much
the
clearer
art.
view. It's very nice.
Anytime you
Very
need to
impressive.
use them, just ask.
Thank you very much.
Um, It's around this point. I'm just gonna narrate this because I don't want to roleplay with myself. It's around this point that Eris asks if it would be okay for everybody here to stay the night, since it's a location they know will be safe. And Cassio and Meta are nodding and okay with that. As long as everyone else is okay with staying the night here.
I'm completely fine with that.
Disguise self has a 1-hour duration.
Did you say that out loud or like?
No, I don't say that out loud. Though I do think it. It would be unwise to stay, but because everyone else said yes, I get nervous and agree.
What are you going to do when Disguise Self runs out?
I will never be seen for longer than 1 hour.
What?
I'll talk to someone for like 55 minutes and be like, oh, excuse me for a moment. Goes to bathroom. Disguise self. Comes back out.
Okay, that will probably work. That'll work until you go to sleep, probably.
That is fair. But I might be good if I'm hidden, then.
Wait, John, don't you have something you need to attend to?
Who is saying this?
Eris, and she's looking at you and nodding, and she mouths, "Go along with it."
Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. I am so sorry. Thank you for having me here, but I'm afraid I cannot stay. Very, very busy with my work. But it was great being here.
Alright, well, you have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you, and you too.
Keep your eyes to the skies for that meteors.
Oh, you got it. Alright. And then he sort of, kind of hurries out on like the 59th minute.
Oh. What's that? That's John. I don't know him.
Fascinating individual.
Yes. Wait. So.
Soluvis, what are you going to do now?
Chill outside. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I need to find a way out.
Hey, Asteria, can you make me another wisdom saving throw?
Me?
Yeah.
Did I even do one to begin with?
Not today.
What is a wisdom? Like, how do I do it? Is it just
roll
rolling
D20
2?
and no.
D20?
There should be
and
a
then...
box that says saving throws. Roll a D20, add the number that's inside there.
Yes, I see that now. 6 plus 3, 19. 16 plus 19. 16 plus 3, 19.
Okay. That was a good one.
I'm just looking at myself, trying to think of, like, what do I do?
You, Asteria, have done nothing. Other people have done things.
I'm trying to think of, like, how do I help him? How much does shrink someone? Can I, like, sneak him back in as, like, a little... Small person.
He would be about the size of a halfling if you tried doing that.
I don't think that's small enough.
No.
Sorry, you're on your own, buddy.
Soluvis? Are you just gonna chill outside? Or are you gonna try to sneak back in? Are you gonna go back to the headquarters? That's also a valid option.
I think I'll go back to the headquarters. It's either that or like camp outside, but headquarters would be a better idea.
Alright. Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
No. I'm pretty good. I've just been spacing out. It's been I'm tired.
I'm sorry. I know this
Oh,
might
no,
have been a bit longer than usual.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
But you do eventually wind down for the night and go to sleep. And you find that your room was left pretty much exactly the way you left it.
Yeah.
With
I'm guessing
perhaps...
this is it.
Yep. And Eris is probably going to crash on the couch. And that's pretty much it.
I'm imagining that when Soluvis left and was like, "Oh yeah, that's John. He's whatever." As like the conversation is happening, Star can look out the window behind the parents and just see like Soluvis staring in like that, and then when the parents turn around, he like ducks and hides.
Oh, that's beautiful. There isn't even a window that... They were in here. So we just would have had to walk around to here.
Yeah, he just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Everything was okay.
All right.
But I suppose that's it then. Thoughts? Comments, concerns?
No?
Might have been an overreaction on my part, perhaps.
Overreaction on what?
On the... Oh, I better disguise myself just to be safe.
Yeah.
I like the idea of someone who's like has to be very careful in predicting the future and then has sudden knee-jerk reactions to everything.
That is a great combination. But, like, they probably weren't going to question it because you have a gear scarf and you're with people they know very well. You would have been fine.
Yeah, probably. I cannot argue with that.
That's just this time, maybe not next time.
Exactly. That see the way that cat was following me?
The cat is literally just a cat.
It is.
Until it's not.
I understand why you're concerned about the cat very much, but Persimmon is just a cat.
Okay, alright. I know at the very least it is not a Hag's familiar.
maybe a cat with a slightly longer than usual lifespan to account for the fact that these are Eladrin that'll live to 5,000 years.
Wow.
Or something like that. But it is just a cat.
For now.
Till we find out that this is Sarah trying to lead us off the path of truth.
The cat was the hag the whole time.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not the familiar, it's the hag itself, just polymorphed. That's why it lives forever.
Cats are great. So
She's just a cat.
I love cats.
At some point, Asteria, the cat does go into your room and curls. Maybe not on you, per se, but definitely on your bed.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Okay, it probably is just a cat.
Thoughts on Fateweaver Bluff?
Is this your settings version of Lolth?
Yep.
Wow, nice.
The idea just came to me one day.
I bet.
And then I was like, oh god, I can make this. That means I can make this one evil. And then Andrea was like, please kill Resound. And then I was like, the spider killing someone is a very evil thing to do. And that's why she wanted the halfling.
Actually surprised I wasn't just handed over, considering the amount of.
Surprised you weren't just handed over.
I feel like you should value the crew, the safety of your crew over your prisoners.
To be fair, Rayos didn't know that she was going to take a member of the crew. Figured that they had reached a passing of ways, and you was wrong.
Really should have just traded the halfling.
Honestly,
On the other
she
hand,
also, after taking news, she was just gonna leave you alone. But then you kept at it.
What?
I think.
you know what though? Not being handed over to a giant spider did mean I get to spit food into the shaman's face again. I just keep causing problems for that poor fellow.
If it is going to be the one that kills you.
At some point, I'm just expecting to not wake up. Not wake up.
It depends on how well Reyes would be holding him back, I suppose.
Like,
I mean, it's really just a matter of getting Resound while Reyes isn't around.
Yeah.
I mean, Reyes could pull the old looking the other way and whistling loudly while it happens.
Now, the only problem with this idea is the fact that you have to realize that Reyes has chosen Resound's life as more value than one of his crew members.
I did not choose that as.
He had no
your
idea
life.
that was going to happen.
That was not a choice. That was in fact.
I'm gonna count it as a choice.
I wanted to have my cake and eat it too. And just get out of the spider. Yeah, exactly. And it chose to eat a person, and that didn't fly with me.
You can't just have your person and eat them too.
Yep.
Just wish to. show some notes. Not exactly notes, but you got close for the impromptu boss fight that wasn't supposed to happen.
That's cool.
For the record, they have 250 hit points.
Dang.
Well.
Okay.
Is it bad that my friends have basically butchered their own version of homebrewing the D&D systems that 250 sounds like a small number to me now?
No.
Because every so often I'm just dragged into one of my friends' I'm not sure if we can still call it D&D campaigns, but we're gonna refer to it as D&D campaigns. Like a few sessions in, I start seeing people dropping numbers that involve putting an E at the end of it just because that's how many numbers there are.
I still don't understand why you continue to play that game.
What game?
Because unfortunately my friends are good storytellers.
Well,
problem here.
so long as they can justify it, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
They're good storytellers and usually vaguely manage to justify the fact that there is an E in their numbers.
Is it still like the level 1 knight swings at the goblin does 10 times 10 to the 10th power damage?
No, they're letting people start at level 50.
There's a level.
And that's considered a
There's
lower.
not supposed to be a level 50.
It's not
Yeah,
even level 21.
It's supposed to max at 20.
Right, so they're letting people start at level 50, and that's considered on the lower scale of some of the levels you can start at.
Game is this? It sounds fun and crazy at the same time.
Alright, what's the max level?
I don't think we
Is
have a
there
level
one?
cap.
Is there a
don't
number
know.
for that?
9,000.
Right now, the first character I pulled up from one of these campaigns, their level is 100,000.
It sounds epic.
This person's level is 200. Oh wait, no, that's from one of my campaigns. That explains why it says level 2.
I'll also note.
Alright guys, we're gonna do a max level 1 shot, set your levels to infinity squared.
Game on.
But like,
Uh,
as long as you hand it over Resound, Waff is going to do what she said she was.
Rayos does not trust spiders.
And like, she wanted you to like ask questions about upcoming events, so she could admittedly give very vague answers about them.
Yeah, see, that's just toying with us. She's just toying with her entire meal. So, no. I'd rather just not be digested, please.
Fair enough.
okay, looking through this.
Feel the need to note that they're not all like that.
Because I'm too lazy to continue looking through these,
Spiders.
the highest level is 100,000. Oh, right. I forgot we had this one.
Do tell.
Hold on, I'll send it to you.
Like, do you have actual, like, books of abilities? Her character, or what?
What's TB? And in twice. Is this a monster?
Negative infinity?
Your definition of monster, NPC or player character who just happens to be this stupid powerful?
Is this on Amino?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I know that app.
It's
So
a bad app.
Yes.
It's a bad app.
Yep.
Three prestige classes of Mafia, Yakuza, Underworld, and then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna take a few levels in Dumbass.
You know what? Dumbass is actually, I think right now, I think Dumbass is the most powerful class this one has on them.
Who needs a
Because
powerful
one
class
of
when your
Dumbass...
health is infinity?
Negative infinity.
And your level is 0.
Right, one of the abilities that the DM for some reason allowed for the class Dumbass is the disregarded. Because of your status as a dumbass, hold on. Here it is. The title, or one of the things for dumbass is what? You are such a dumbass the universe cannot comprehend what the fuck you're doing right now. When using this ability, you can get away with any action without the universe's approval at the cost of the brain cells you don't have.
I'm very tired, so I will get going. But
Yeah.
this sounds very interesting. Bye, everyone.
See
Bye.
ya.
Bye.
Sorry
Bye.
we didn't have much. Hope she's gone. Anyways.
Why do I keep joining
I
these?
realize I still have to deal with the problem for a few more sessions at least.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Narrative aside, there really is nothing stopping you from having a giant rock fall out of the sky.
Yes, there is. It would destroy the airship.
Okay, fine.
I mean, the airship could just have engine problems in the Fateweaver Woods.
You're already out and on your way.
Do airships...
What was Resound even doing during the fight?
Honestly, probably napping like I was.
Okay.
I mean, he's got nothing else going on. He can't really do anything to actually cause problems. So, yeah, napping.
He brought that upon himself.
Why is this what it is at level 1?
At least it's actual numbers.
That's true.
I'm imagining how the first character would go from level 0 to 1, and then get those numbers, and my brain is melting.
So apparently Hivid's lawful good. That's probably not gonna last much longer.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that was fun.
That was.
Impromptu boss fight and me trying to figure out how Soluvis' divining works.
I also had to figure that out.
So you said we should have level ups ready, but not apply them?
Just go ahead. Everybody just go ahead and apply your level ups.
Yay, I leveled up by napping through a fight.
I leveled up through sheer stress.
I soloed a boss battle. Basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna need...
Okay, well, I hear my dog causing problems, so I've got to head out then.
I'm gonna head off as well.
Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
See ya.
See ya.
Have a good fall break.
Yeah, have a good fall break, everybody. Who's
We're still
in
meeting...
school?
We're still meeting, not next week, but the week after.
I might talk about meeting next week, since I'll still be off that day. But,
Yeah.
like, might as well, since I'll still be home and probably free. But something might come up that weekend, and if that happens, we'll just cancel and go back to our regular schedule.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.